Hello, Taurus. Welcome back to Souls and Stardust podcast channel. I'm doing your December reading for you. I'm using a number of different decks, a couple of which Mio and I have created, and you can find information on those in the description below. Let's see. This could be a reading about love, could be a reading about life, could be a reading about prosperity and career. I just let the cards tell me the story that they're going to tell, and I just set the intention that this reading is going to be what Taurus needs for the month of December. But whenever you do come across this reading, it will be perfect for you. So take what resonates and leave the rest. We had 3 cards pop out, all in the reverse, Taurus. Okay, so you are dragging your feet a little bit. Looks like you're struggling, maybe in your head a little bit about certain things, and Spirit just wants you to know that there are some things you need to be aware of in order to be able to pick up momentum for the month of December and get you ready for the new year. Okay, let's dive in. So this first card, Deep Knowing. So we have Deep Knowing, Time to Go, and a Change in the Wind. Boy, oh boy, things are going to be changing for you, Taurus, right? This is about you accepting that that's okay. Deep Knowing is about your intuition. This card is usually about listening to the oracle within, like listening to yourself. It's about inner wisdom. It's about trusting yourself deeply and having deep empathy. When this is in the reverse, though, this card is about being in empathy overload, having too much information coming in that you're so completely ungrounded and you need to actually tune out. This is about being hypersensitive, maybe even suffering from like energetic or psychic exhaustion. This is you needing to take time to recharge your batteries. So more naps, more quiet time, more nights in where you're just recharging. You don't always have to be working, Taurus. You don't always have to be productive. I feel like that's a big Taurus quality, is like always working toward the end goal, when really like part of the end goal is you being at your best, well rested and rejuvenated and having your cup full. So this is setting energetic boundaries for yourself. It's about emptying your mind and allowing yourself to sink into your heart, coming back into you, Taurus. After you rest, you'll be able to get back to it. But that right now, this is about deep self-care and saying no to the things that are exhausting you. That's a big message for Taurians. I have several Taurus friends and they are super productive all the time, and resting almost feels bad to them. So this is a time of self-care for you. Time to Go. This is a card of endings and completions, walking away from something because there's nothing else to learn. When this is in the reverse, though, this is a card about, even though you feel like you may have reached the end of something, the end of the line, and maybe that all is lost, it's not the case, right? There's still life in this project or that relationship. You're in a situation, though, that it's not done, but it will resurface later. So you just have to be patient. So consider this like a break that you're taking, and perhaps that this is rest is about, right? So maybe you were trying to force something to be what you needed it to be, and it just wasn't working. This is about allowing destiny to be in charge, letting go of control of this and just letting it be for a little bit and allowing it to resurface when it's ready to. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender this control, right? So let it be in perfect timing. I'm not sure what this relates to. I feel like for a couple of you, it's a number of different things, but just let a situation breathe, and you don't have to do anything about it right now. It's going to come back in a way where you'll have a lot more clarity for you. So know that it's okay to doubt yourself, but just, this just isn't quite done yet. A Change in the Wind. This card is about exactly what it seems, right? Preparing for unseen changes. You just have this sense that things have been initiated and it's gonna kind of like snowball, right? There's nothing you can do about it, but it's just gonna keep rolling and gaining momentum. This may be that you're feeling like your plans aren't on solid ground right now. When this is in the reverse, this card is really about accepting. Oh my gosh, Taurus, this is such a reading about surrender and letting go of control. This is about accepting that there are things in your life right now that you just don't have control over, and you just are gonna have to let go. You're gonna have to let them play out. You're gonna have to let go of any need to fight or resist, because change is inevitable and change is good. It may feel uncomfortable, but change is ultimately very good. It shakes things up. It lets you see what gets to stay and what needs to go. Sometimes we get very attached to things in our life out of habit or familiarity. This is about a storm coming in to blow away what is ready to go, and maybe what doesn't serve you, but it's all going to turn out the way that it needs to for you. So just be very open-minded. You're going to see with fresh eyes, clear eyes, and you're going to have new resilience and strength as a result of surrendering and seeing things for what they are. Wow, okay, so that feels pretty intense, Taurus. This is energy of change for you, and it's also energy of like needing to rest and just allow things to play out the way that they're going to play out. I'm just going to ask your girlfriend's No BS Love Oracle what you need to know. What does Taurus need to know for December? What does Taurus need to know for December? Oh, look at that. Okay, do they show up in the ways that you want? You need to be honest with yourself. I wondered if this had to do with a relationship. So it could be business arrangement, but it feels like it's a romantic relationship. You need to focus instead on radiating love so that you can attract exactly that. Feels like maybe you've been pouring energy into creating an environment where someone or something will appeal to you, will be appealed to you. How do I want to say that? Attracted to you, instead of just actually showing up the way that you are and allowing them to show you who they are, right? Allowing the situation to show you exactly what it is and how it fits or doesn't fit. So be true to yourself and radiate that love without expectation and just see what happens. Surrender to all of it. Here we go. So if you want to work on this, you got to prioritize alone time to deepen your connection. I actually feel like this is prioritizing alone time with yourself to deepen your connection to self so that you know exactly what you want. I am going to, but if change is inevitable, and it could be like changes in perspective, it could be changes in how you relate to one another, but you need this time to show up authentically with one another so you can actually deepen that connection and intimacy and vulnerability. Okay, Taurus, I'm just going to ask what else. I feel like there's another one that wants to come out of this deck. That's a whole clump. I'm going to take this one right there. All right, here we go. Get to the bottom of it. There's some shady-ish going on. I think it's because you haven't been listening to your intuition, or you've had the niggling and you've been pushing it down. I don't feel like it's necessarily anything like terrible or disorienting, but it does mean like it's going to change things for you. You need to get to the bottom of it, and perhaps it's you being like really honest with yourself or being really honest with whomever you're engaged with, so that you are on the same page. That card didn't come up, but I keep hearing like, make sure you're on the same page. And this is being on the same page with yourself, settling into deep knowing, not being so overstimulated. I feel like there's been a lot of worry and a lot of stories playing in your head. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to ask our Quickies deck for some clarification about what needs to happen, or what this is. What does Taurus need to know? Wow. Oh, there's one. Caution. Yep, you need to rest, Taurus. You need to rest and gain some perspective so that you can actually identify what your soul's calling is, so that you can show up authentically. I also feel like this change is part of your soul's calling. Yeah, slow down, okay? Take some time to rest and ask yourself, is this what you really want? Be honest. Show up in that way. I'm gonna just ask the Tarot what else Taurus needs to know for December or whenever you watch this. So what's going on here? All right, you've got the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, here we go. This is compassion. It's empathy. It's comfort. It's intuition. It's healing and nurturing. This is someone who's very caring and emotionally stable. That could be your energy, Taurus. This could be you settling into your own self-care, recognizing that that's important. Also, the Five of Swords came up. This is a card of conflict and instability. It's also overextending yourself. You're freaking tired, Taurus. You need some rest. It's also changes. So like you're resisting change and the unfolding of that change. And it could be a loss. So it's conflict, it's competition. It's feeling like you need to win at all costs when really you probably just need to let go and rest and let them all figure it out, right? Let them all figure it out on their own while you rest. Let's see, what else? What else does Taurus need to know? I feel like you're tired because you've been like fighting against something. You know, like fighting against the way a relationship has been or fighting against your own mind. You need patience. So this is Temperance, card of Sagittarius, right? So this is balance, harmony, moderation, the need to be patient. This is like the strategic mixing of energies so that it's in your best and highest good. It's also your purpose and finding meaning, but being sensible. I really receive this as you needing to understand that changes are going to be happening and you need to be patient. And this is about looking at all of your options from a place of calm, clarity, and rest. So patience, Taurus, patience and resting. All right, I'm going to pull an affirmation card for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know for December? I'm healing. Yes, you are, because you're going to take some time to rejuvenate so that you can come into 2024 rested and refreshed. I'm becoming the best version of myself daily. All right, Taurus, I love you. Let me know how this resonates in the comments below. I'm so curious what kind of change is happening in your life that has you feeling this way. And I wish you all the rest in December, even though it's a busy month of family and holidays. I will talk to you very soon.